I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the free sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where the spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste.
God damn.
Man. How we feeling tonight, bro? How we feeling tonight, man?
Let's see, man. Let's see.
What's what's going on, guys? What is going on? Man. So, update for those of you who watch Raw, or maybe you didn't, because you're absolutely scared of the trauma that happened last week, and you're coming here to find out what happened. There seems to be a Raw curse going around, man. So tonight was a lot better. Tonight you could just tell the differences from a Triple H and a Vince McMahon show. But tonight a bunch of talent, a shitload of talent. According to SAP, it was damn near 50% of the roster, or it might have been Andrew Zarian, I'm not sure. But apparently 50% of the roster wasn't able to make the show because of travel issues. So tonight we did get an extremely limited show in terms of things that were able to happen. But yeah, man, the Raw curse. But however, it wasn't so much of a curse. You could definitely tell Trips had to. He definitely worked with what he had, and it made for a decent show. I think it was obviously lacking a lot of star power. But I mean, usually Raw doesn't have the most star power anyway. I mean, you really gotta, at least to me, man, you got a couple guys on there that I can really consider a star. Becky Lynch was able to make the show, but Seth Rollins was not there. I did not know they travel separately, or maybe they just had conflicting schedules this week. I don't know what was going on with that. Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest weren't there. The Bloodline was there. Everybody except for the obvious was there.
That ain't even travel issue with that fucking guy.
Yeah, that wasn't a travel issue at all. That shit was planned. Apparently Vince wasn't there, which you could definitely tell. But yeah, like I said, man, I mean, Raw obviously lacks star power. There's maybe 3 to 5 guys you could say are a star on that show, or at least that WWE present as a star on that show. You know, Cody, Seth. Personally, I would say Bobby Lashley.
Definitely. AJ when he's not injured, but he's been injured.
Right. I mean, Finn Balor, maybe. Maybe. In a Triple H era, yes. In a Vince McMahon era, probably not at all. But you guys get what I'm saying, man. So yeah, it definitely lacked a little bit of star power, but like I said, man, I mean, they really made the most out of what they got, man. We had a we'll get into it, man. Yeah, Kevin Owens was there as well. I already said the Bloodline and Finn. So, yeah, I mean they had a decent amount of people. Austin Theory wasn't there.
Um,
So, for I mean, it really goes to show the depth of the WWE roster, to be honest, man. They were missing a lot of people. But they still managed to put on a really good show and present a lot of people that are very good. So,
mhm.
they turned as Triple H does a lot. He turns negatives into positives. So he definitely did that tonight, and it was definitely way fucking better, leagues better than that shit last week. Yeah, Belair wasn't there. Asuka's still missing. Um,
Damn.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Asuka. I'm telling you, man. I think that tweet. I think there was a little bit of something behind that tweet, bro.
I think there was, bro. I personally think there was.
I do too. Yeah, absolutely.
Sammy couldn't make it?
Sammy was there, but they built the show around him not being
He
there.
didn't.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were, because they said people were missing due to travel issues, and then him and Matt Riddle showed up at the end. So obviously they didn't. They said
oh,
that they said they ran in fresh off a ride from the airport, but
okay. I get
yeah,
what you mean by that.
yeah.
Okay.
So, Triple H played to the travel issues aspect and kind of wrote it into the end of the show. So you like to
That's
see
good.
little things like that just to kind of get creative with it, while you're kind of down. I don't know why there was travel issues. I know Seattle rains a lot and it is April. You know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. So,
Okay. It's probably more over there.
that was my only guess. Seattle rains a fuck ton. So, you
Mm,
know, um, but anyway, so yeah, Raw was leagues better than
yep. I'm looking at
fucking
Seattle weather. Rain today, rain Tuesday. God damn.
yeah, yeah,
Holy fuck.
definitely, man. So, but AEW was also good for the week as well, man. We tweeted it out. The AEW after WrestleMania was leagues upon leagues better than the Raw after Mania, and there's nothing really too worthy to talk about, but SmackDown was very good as well. We will touch on the overwhelming thing, piece
Yeah.
of news that happened. I mean, we talked about it a little on Friday, but we'll definitely talk about it a little bit. But other than that too, man, SmackDown was way fucking better, man. It was at least up until this point. You know, Vince McMahon really only had a really heavy load in the Raw after Mania.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, which sucks because that is literally the most important Monday Night Raw of the year, and he ruined it.
Mhm.
Um, but I hope Triple
Ugh,
H has full control over the draft, and I hope those are great. I hope those are great episodes in themselves because I love doing the draft unscripted. I like talking about the draft. That's always a f-
definitely.
one of my favorite unscripted episodes, and we haven't been able to do it in a fucking year and a half. So for the year and a half of these same ass rosters. But anyway, but yes, Dynamite was very good, man. Dynamite was very good as well. We'll obviously go not talk too much about it because we'll start with that. But yeah, man.
Definitely. Definitely, man.
Yeah, bro. So with that, man, what the hell is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, another edition of Notorious Unscripted. And with that, man, this is episode 138 of Unscripted. And if you guys did miss, if you guys if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, man, every Monday we are on here after Monday Night Raw with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here at 4 p.m. Central with the news, man. So if you guys did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, not only that, man, we had the news, and we had our Notorious Heels podcast 3-year anniversary show.
Definitely.
You guys can now find that live on all platforms, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here every Friday evening rather, at 4 p.m. Central for the news, man. So with that, if this is your first time watching, guys, have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Sales Podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video. And it is in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. You have all 8 of these beautiful designs, man, available on the merch shop. And more than just a t-shirt, man, you got the Chicago flag design, the Chicago skyline design, the base logo design, the best kept secret to the IWC, the Notorious scratch logo, the only community that matters, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, and the Christmas merch, man. You guys can now find all 8 of these beautiful designs live on the merch shop. Again, bonfire.com. Link at the top of the description of this very video, and it is in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. So, with that, man, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Sales Podcast. I'm Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show, and as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Going good. Just been chilling out, man, and pretty normal. Pretty normal lately. Just waiting for weekends, I guess. The usual, man. It's been the usual. The usual. Doesn't feel like it's been a week since WrestleMania. Raw after Mania at that. Time's going by, man. Time's going by, but I'm good, man. Like Durante's always asks, man. Life's good. The family's good. How's everyone, dude? How's everybody doing in chat? What about you, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm good. I'm good. As Durante is usually here to ask, man. I'm good. Family's good. And what about you, Durante, man? Logan, Pops, and everybody. Bell, JT, you guys know the deal, man. Everybody watching on the replay, or some of you guys that'll get here later, man. How the hell are you guys? And I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Nothing new, man. Nothing new. Just chilling, bro. That's it. That's it, man. So, yeah, man, I guess we can go ahead and hop right in to AEW Dynamite, man. The Dynamite after Mania. The show opens up. The show opens up with this episode is from they were on Long Island tonight, so you know this is gonna be very MJF heavy crowd. The show opens up, and 1 minute and 17 seconds into the broadcast, you know, Ricky Starks is doing his entrance. Rock Hard Juice Robinson is already in the ring, and Ricky, like I said, dude, literally 1 minute and 16 seconds into the broadcast, you just hear the Bullet Club intro, and then you hear the Switchblade Jay White theme song. They pan the camera out, so you couldn't even really see him, but he runs out to the ring, and him and Juice Robinson, the Bullet Club guys, start attacking Ricky Starks. They start attacking Ricky Starks, man. Ricky Starks starts kind of fighting back, man, but they obviously lay him out. I believe Jay White hit a Blade Runner on him, and that was it, man. They beat the hell out of Ricky Starks. They hugged, they celebrated, they did the you know, they didn't do it too sweet, but they like did this. So, you know, they did the guns. They put the guns in the air. And that was the open to AEW Dynamite, man. Literally within the first 3 minutes of your broadcast, you found out that Jay White passed on the WWE, and he went to All Elite Wrestling, bro. He signed with All Elite Wrestling, man. What did you think about the segment, production-wise, and how they executed debuting him? And what do you think about the signing overall?
I really like what they tried to do in this. You know, everybody knew by that time on Wednesday that Monday blew and that Vince was running that shit. So, you know, Tony Khan wanted to start off with a bang. I get that. I understand why he started off with the Jay White, you know, not debut, but official signing debut, and to show it off. Hey, what's up, Durante, man?
Yo, what up,
Um,
Durante?
but I get why he did that. It's just classic AEW just went too fast with it, and the production didn't really give time to breathe. The camera work could have been a little better, man. But I like what they did overall, man. I like the statement because that's what it was for. It was for a statement, man. I just wish they, production wise, executed it a little better, man. But I get why he did it like that, and I overall, understand it like that. I just think it could have been a little better, man. But as per the signing itself, I mean, he's Jay White, man. He's Jay White. I think he's gonna have a good prominent spot on television for the most part, man. I don't think he's gonna be as nearly as bad as a Keith Lee fall off will be. Um, they already put him on all the promotional art for All In and whatnot, so that's looking good, man. So I think he's gonna have a pretty good overall, rate of not being forgotten. As his friends are the ones leading the company, man. But it's just a matter of just general space, man. They just need to clean out that closet, man. They just gotta
Yeah.
start. They gotta start getting rid of people. It's just how it is, man. It's harsh, but it's how it is. They just gotta get a list of a good, like 20 of those fucking 20, 30 of those random people on that company, and just let them go, man. Just let them go. But I think he overall has a good spot in that company, and as per his value, that shit heat, man. I mean, it's Jay White. He has one of the best looks, one of the best, or not auras, but it's just
Like
vibe,
presentations.
presentation. Yeah, if you can have a good presentation in New Japan, you're gonna have a great presentation anywhere.
Yeah, that's very true.
So Jay White, he's one of the coolest ones they got, man, and well, one of the coolest ones New Japan had, and now he's in AEW, man, and that's awesome, man. That's awesome. But what about you, man? What do you think about it?
Definitely. For starters, I think the signing was amazing. I think the signing
Mhm.
was very good for the company. Was a great. I think the signing gave a great outlook that top free agents still want to sign here. Um,
Exactly.
and especially it looks even better because according to the news on Friday that we went over, Jay White made his mind up before WrestleMania. So that Monday show didn't even happen. So I know a lot of people were making jokes, including us, because how do you not make them?
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Jay White was on his way to fucking Los Angeles, and the plane turned around and he signed on Tuesday. Everybody was cracking those jokes because how do
Yeah,
you not? But uh,
exactly.
but it looks even greater for the company. However, with guys like Kota Ibushi probably set to be coming in, with them looking to sign more people. I believe Aussie Open's contracts are set to be up soon. I read a story a couple days ago that Kazuchika Okada wants to change the scenery.
Yeah,
I don't know about him leaving New Japan. I could see him taking a detour or a
take a break.
what the fuck do they
Well,
call it? An excursion from New Japan. Hmm.
technically he's taking one now in Noah, so I think he
Oh
might
yeah,
want to do it in America, is what that tweet really meant.
100%, 100%. I could see him. I mean, shit. I mean, yeah. If he's been in Noah, I could see him just wanting to kind of you know continue the excursion to the states. Um, as far as production.
Damn, classic AEW.
You could have you just like
It wasn't bad,
no,
but
no. So I get why they did it. Like I get, you know, everybody was expecting to see Jay White on Monday, including myself. Like literally everybody fucking expected to see Switchblade on Raw. You know, We all get disappointed. Come Wednesday, Tony Khan wants that to be the first thing you see. Like, yep, we fucking got him. We got him. No fucking Monday Night Raw. It's Friday Night SmackDown debut for Jay White. Jay White is all elite. So, I get why you did that, but dude, bro, Switchblade is one of those guys you can add some of the coolest fucking production value to. I mean, look at what production value does for a guy like fucking Bronson Reed. Look how cool his entrance looks. Or my personal favorite in WWE. Look at what production value does for Bobby Lashley. This dude looks like a fucking monster every time he comes out there. He's literally built like a fucking action figure when he stands up on that fucking podium and you hear the I don't know what the trombones or whatever. Yeah, whatever that instrument is. But look at what production value does for so many people. Look at what production value does for so many people. And dude, Switch. I don't know if we said it on Friday, but like, we mentioned, you mentioned something like you know, the Tron, like you know, the lights can go out and then there's a Tron. You know, there's like an all white Tron, and then you just see a knife just kind of cut through the Tron. And it just ends up being fucking Switchblade. I can't remember the example I gave. Something that would be real cool. I can't remember what the fuck I said.
When he's fucking playing with the you know, knife in his Titan
yes, or like I said, you know, you can have Ricky Starks about to hit the Rochambeau or something, and then you just see a silhouette standing on the stage with some red lighting behind him, and you just kind of see him just kind of playing with a knife, and it ends up being Switchblade. Like, dude, shit like that, bro. It's like, you gotta get this down with production, man. You have to, bro, because it's gonna make him look cooler, and it's gonna make him look like a big fucking deal, man. I you know, if I'm looking at if I'm taking all other factors out of context, the debut itself was just bare bones. Like I said, if I'm taking everything out, I know why they did it, but if I'm taking everything out of or if I'm taking everything out of the equation here, the debut was just very bare bones. Like, how the fuck do you debut Switchblade Jay White and you just have him run out there and do a beat down in the beginning of the show? Like, dude, the production value you can do with just a fucking Switchblade. Oh my god, it's so disappointing, but I get why they did it. And when you do put those factors into the equation, it makes more sense. But still, just me being a geek for production in professional wrestling and what it can kind of do for people, I would have just loved to see that, man. I would have loved to see that.
Definitely.
So, yeah, man, that was that. But overall, I think it was a great signing. But like Sir K said, you're gonna have to start cleaning house. Scorpio Sky's been clear for a long time. If you don't want to use him, you gotta get rid of these kind of people, man. You gotta get rid of these kind of people.
Dude, I could make a whole fucking list of people easily that you could just say goodbye to. Easily.
Yeah. I mean, actually, this was on Rampage, but dude, I think they broke Mogul Affiliates up.
Dude, release Parker Bordeaux and fucking Trench, please.
So Swerve was on Rampage, and he said he had a big announcement for Rampage. I don't mind jokes at WWE, but like, I feel like this one was a little reaching it. It's like, all right, whatever. It didn't really come across as funny to me, but it's just me. He said he said he was
fine.
He said he was merging with another faction, and he was taking 51%, and he ended up merging with the Embassy. So at the end of Darby Allin's match, Swerve came out, and then Brian Cage and Prince Nana came out. Yep. So not only was the joke ass, but the group he merged with was somehow even worse. Why didn't you just pit Swerve with Private Party, bro?
That's perfect. Swerve with private party. Swerve with fucking anybody but these. What is with this company and producing these random butt fuck factions
Yeah.
that have nothing to do with each other? Stop.
The Mogul Embassy.
The mogul and good God, kid.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought Brian Cage was happy, bruh. Could his wife start tweeting or something? Can he go? He don't need to be here at this point. Well, I mean, if they're gonna lose with Wardlow, because if I was Wardlow, I'd dip, and I might use a Brian Cage. But I don't know, man. I don't know at this point. They gotta start letting people go. They do.
Honestly, we just talked about making the list of people that they need to release. There's you can easily put down the list of people that you just don't like. Genuinely, dude. And it's not because I don't like them, because I love them, but man, Wardlow is one of those guys. I would put him on that list because I feel bad for him, not because I don't like him, because I want to see him do better in somewhere that will actually appreciate the fucking man. Because what a fumble.
They really are, man. They fumbled that man like crazy. And I mean, yeah, there's always the future and whatever, but dog, every time we say that, it fails.
Yep. Every time we talk about the future, we talked about the future of him with a second TNT title run, and he ended up holding it for 2 days. And he got buried by QT Marshall. If that doesn't say anything about if that doesn't tell you need a change of scenery, I don't know what does.
Exactly, bro. Look what it did for Cody. That man was the most hated person in AEW, and now the kids love him again.
That's right.
Until they hate him again in a couple months, but
and then I'll go right back to AEW, and they'll love him again.
Oh,
so,
dude, the second that man steps foot in AEW again, over like crazy. People are gonna be working out. I'm gonna be working out, and then Cody will fuck himself over a couple months later.
He's gonna come back to win the big one.
The TNT title.
So, yeah, man. Honestly, Wardlow. Yeah, Wardlow's one of those guys, man. I would. It's bittersweet, but I would say goodbye to him in AEW, man. I mean, the guy's beyond buried. But yes, man. I mean, there is an abundance of people that you can get rid of, because just good lord, good fucking lord, what a mess.
I swear to God, man, it really is.
So, if you want to bring all these people in, man, you're going to have to get rid of them. Switchblade is one of those guys. I don't want to say it's impossible, because in AEW, I could have genuinely told you that it would be impossible for Andrade to fall under the radar, and Keith Lee, I would have told you it was impossible for them to. So I'm not going to say it's impossible for Switchblade to kind of just be in an abundance of nothing, because it's literally happened to all of them. Even at a point, Adam Cole was just kind of floating around doing nothing. But he is one of those guys, I can at least hope that Switchblade will not fall into a fucking cesspool of just doing nothing. And I want to say he won't, because he's damn near elite. He is Bullet Club. But, I mean, at this point, man, it's all about how Tony Khan feels about him. Did Tony Khan really want him, or did he just kind of want him to keep him away from WWE? We'll just have to wait and see, because there's a lot of guys that Tony Khan likes, and then there's a lot of guys that Tony Khan likes enough to push. You know what I mean? So
he really likes you, man. Fucking Cassidy over there.
Yeah. So next up, Chris Jericho's doing a backstage interview And the essence of excellence. Broly, Dracula, Gray Lee, Old Man Lee shows up behind Jericho, or in front of Jericho, and he challenges him to a match for next week. And it got confirmed, man. So next week we're getting Keith Lee versus Chris Jericho. I want Keith Lee to be one of these guys that Chris Jericho works with in a feud. But if Chris Jericho is just, if this is kind of just something for Jericho to do before he gets to Adam Cole,
I ain't gonna be that good.
no, I mean, it's not. I mean, because either, you know, Jericho's going to win this match and then Keith Lee's going to just fall into a bigger fucking pool of mediocrity than he already is in. Either that or Adam Cole's going to help Keith Lee win, or something's going to happen and it's just going to play to a different story.
I was gonna say, with their history in NXT, I could see Keith Lee and Adam Cole kind of putting aside differences to go against Jericho and the JAS. I could easily see that happening. Because Cole's a babyface right now. You know, Keith Lee is obviously one. And I could easily see them doing that. That's classic TK right there.
Dude.
That's the TK hand. That, you know, his little fucking notebook is right out of it, bro.
Yep.
Put two random people together in a feud.
Dude. Keith Lee and Adam Cole. Bro.
I could see it.
I could see them doing that too. Because he even said here, I've had my differences with Adam Cole, but I respect him.
Mm-hmm. You know what's coming.
I could definitely see something happening. The JAS maybe comes down for a beatdown after the match, and then Adam Cole comes out to make the save, thus pairing together Keith Lee and Adam Cole.
You know, I could make it even worse for you. Guess you know who's feud with 2.0? The Acclaimed. They need to completely get together.
Fuck.
Dude, it's the most Tony Khan shit. Like, maybe, if it was just the Acclaimed going for 2.0, Keith Lee, you know, going against, you know, Chris Jericho or one of the other guys, and those three for one match, I wouldn't mind. Because they could do something together for an episode.
Keith Lee kind of liked them during their feud with Swerve and Our Glory and the Acclaimed.
Exactly. They have history in that company in AEW already. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
But Adam Cole in there, bro. Oh, come on. Don't do that to Cole, man. Don't do that. Dude, the bullshit they're doing with the TNT title, the I was gonna say TBS. It's not All Atlantic, All National, whatever the fucking national title, whatever the fuck it's called. Dude, get fucking Adam Cole with one of those, bro. Have him beat Cassidy or fucking Hobbs at this point. They're doing nothing with either of the two mid-card titles. Nothing good.
Who even is the fucking TNT champ? Oh, right.
QTV over there with fucking Hobbs. And that's the worst part, bro. Hobbs by himself, great. You had to put him in a QT faction. Yeah, I don't read it, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people.
And Keith Lee's another one. I mean, you talk about putting a title on Adam Cole, and, you know, absolutely. But, I mean, shit. Dude, if you can have Keith Lee get one of the titles from fucking Hobb or Orange Cassidy as well, man, I mean, what the fuck are you doing with him? And, man, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. This doesn't really seem good for Keith Lee. Or, you know, I kind of feel bad too, because I feel like Jericho tries to work with these guys, and I feel like he tries to, um, kind of kickstart their run. But it's like once they get out of a feud with Jericho, Tony just kind of forgets all about him.
Exactly, man. Exactly. That's why there needs to be a team of bookers, of
Yeah.
overall bookers, of planners, something. It can't just be TK, bro. It can't. Your roster's too big.
And I don't know. I genuinely do not know how you passed up on William Regal, because William Regal's got a little bit of that black and gold in him.
Would have been perfect,
I
dog.
do not know how you passed up on him being there.
Exactly. Using them like that, bro. That would have been perfect. He'd be the perfect person for. It's sad.
It is. It is. And yeah, this whole, essence of excellence, Keith Lee, Dracula, whatever it is, Gray Lee, whatever he is, bro, it's just not cutting it, man. I don't know why we can't just have the Keith Lee that debuted in AEW.
Like, and the way it's the worst part that it's Keith Lee doing it. That's the worst part. Because at this point, if TK tells him now you got to go back to your normal, you know, Keith Lee self, it's gonna be a whole thing. You know what I mean? And he'll not want to be there probably because he said how much he likes being there because he could be himself. So that's that's the thing about certain people. You can't, when their creative ideas are bad, you can't even let them sniff that freedom because that's all they want. And if they don't give them it 24/7, they want to go. Sometimes you just can't let people have creative freedom, bro. It's just how it is.
No. Yeah, it makes for worse television. It makes for worse television, and it completely fucking ruins their whole
Mhm.
yeah, their whole kind of image and aura and kind of what makes them them. Um, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But next, next we have the best friends. The best friends are on my television, but
On my
they
list.
they're on my list too. Um, they're facing the House of Black. They're facing the House of Black for the Trios Championships. Um, this match was pretty good. This match was pretty good. Nothing too bad. Nothing too bad at all. Can't complain about it, man. Malachi. Or sorry, not Malachi. Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy ended up hitting his finisher on Chucky T to help them retain the championships, man. And what was a pretty good match. I just
Mhm.
genuinely do not care to see the best friends on my television. But the House of Black's always great, man. They're always great. However, this is just another win for this god level Orange Cassidy run that we're currently on right now. So, according to AEW fans.
According to these fucking marks, man, Orange Cassidy is this fucking he's Roman Reigns at this point. Um, I don't get it, bro. I don't see the hype in him. I don't see the hype in definitely not in the fucking best friends. Those two are two of the fucking most boring human beings you could put on this planet. The Guns have made themselves more interesting than the best friends. I cannot believe I'm saying that. The Guns, those two dorks, are fucking more interesting than those other dorks. You
Yeah.
hate to see it, bro. You hate to see it.
Definitely, man. Speaking of production value, we get
Yeah.
this vignette after this match. It's Christian Cage walking down a dark hallway, and there is a corridor opened up with red lighting and just filled with smoke that he's walking towards. He stops in the middle of the doorway, and you just see this huge silhouette of Luchasaurus walking through the red smoke as he walks up to as he walks up to the camera, and him and Christian look at the camera, and it cuts off, man.
That
Um,
shit was heat.
Pretty
I love
fucking
it.
cool, man. I love. This is what I'm talking about with production value. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, if you can just do that for his entrance, it will go a long way in people
Exactly.
and people thinking that he's fucking just dope as fuck.
Because I really like that, like, pain vibe that they gave Luchasaurus, man. I really
Me
like it.
too.
I think it's a perfect path for, what he wears and how he is. I really like that. And, this man, AEW, man, that shit has been so 50-50 with production. Either that shit has been on point,
Yep.
or it's, classic AEW, which, what to me it looks like is whatever they give the time for that one guy they hired to, put
Michael
his hands
Mansuri.
on. Yep. Which you have to hire a team of people like that so you could reach that production across all aspects of your show. That's one thing TK needs to hire more of. Less wrestlers, more of company things, music people. Like, dude, AEW Twitter, bruh. I saw AEW fans making the argument that Mikey Ruckus is more valuable to AEW than Jim Johnson would be.
Who the fuck said that?
AEW marks. They didn't really care for Jim Johnson to be hired because they think Mikey Ruckus is doing a better job than Jim Johnson could do in AEW. And that Mikey Ruckus is killing it, man.
No, I'm sorry, dude. Looking back, and I'm not saying all his music is bad, bro, but I'm saying when we look back at this shit years down the line, his fucking music blows.
Oh,
Dude,
dude, that shit sucks.
how do you not have a Keith Lee theme song with him rapping it? First of all, I know you made the song when, he was getting married, but dude, it's been an entire calendar year since the date. You're telling me you didn't have any time within the calendar year to fucking make this guy a theme song? Everybody's fucking every 90% of fucking theme songs on this show just feel just
And there, bro,
generic. I
if they
mean,
don't get licensed music, that shit sucks.
yeah, I mean it's just like what the fuck? Like he makes a lot of just like noise theme song, like it's just a beat type thing.
Hmm.
And he really and if he a lot of his music too, he sings it himself like
Like, dude, you need to get a team to do that. At least with even with Def Rebel, at least they're a team of people that do shit.
mhm.
TFO were a team of people that did it. Jim Johnson, he wasn't the one singing the fucking theme songs. He would contact artists to create theme songs. It's perfect. And Mikey Ruckus spends all his fucking job making rave remixes of AEW themes and fucking
Dude,
having like, dude, no.
that's
You do your
I see
fucking job.
I see him tweeting about that all the time. Oh, I made a Best Friends and Darby Allin and Swerve Strickland theme song EDM rave mashup. What? Why are you
Dude,
making that?
do your job and make good theme songs. That dude blows. You
That
need to
shit
hire
is ass.
Jim Johnson or somebody of his level. I'm sure there's many people out there in the industry you can find to create some good goddamn theme songs. Camera work, hire more camera people, um, production shit, bro. That's who you gotta hire right now. You have the roster. You have them. Hire more. Like, I get it. A Kota Ibushi comes up, you gotta sign him. I don't think he'll be signing full time with them, but Okada, you would have to. It's one of those things. But what you should be looking for, production people. It's that simple. They need that shit, especially in those theme songs, bro. Mikey Ruckus blows. That
Mike
dude,
Mikey
it
Ruckus is
sucks.
horrible.
It sucks. Name one person's theme song that is like killer that isn't licensed or sung by themselves. No one. No
The
one.
The only Mikey Ruckus song, and I fucking hated it at first. It's not even really his song though. He kind of just remixed fucking Midnight Express's song.
Yeah.
Is
FTR's
FTR, but like I said, that's a fucking Midnight Express remix.
Jade's is decent. I actually kind of like Jade's.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Jay's got a good music.
she's got a good one. And what else, dog? I don't know. Like,
Literally all the people with banger theme songs
so licensed.
are all licensed. CM
Or,
Punk, Darby Allin, fucking Adam Page, the Young Bucks, they been had that song. I believe MJF used to use his song on the Indies. That's not a Mikey
yeah,
Ruckus project.
yeah.
Swerve Strickland, uh
Or apparently on the Indies used to have a cool licensed song. It was some like 90s hip hop song. So I could see him getting that one day if,
mhm.
TK really takes a liking to him, which I think he eventually will. But I could see that. But like, that's who all has good theme songs.
Orange Cassidy's
Licensed.
old song, Where Is My
Dude,
Mind,
I liked Where's My Mind way better than
Plain Jane.
Plain Jane and Jane, whatever the fuck it's called. That shit blows. I
Yeah,
don't like it.
I don't really care for it either. Malachi Black's first song in AEW.
Fire.
I like that song a lot. That shit was heat. But you get the point. You get the point.
Exactly. All sung by bands or popular artists or old 80s music. Ain't nothing made by him. Dude
Hook.
sucks.
Hook is
But
another one. Banger.
that shit,
Fucking banger. And here's Jim Johnston actually got legit artists that are credible in their craft and they're fucking bangers. I believe Endeavor, sings Jeff Hardy's.
yeah, fucking Batista.
What? Who sings Batista again?
I think it's pronounced Salvia. Saliva. They make they were very popular in the early
Saliva?
2000s. So
Is
I
it
think it might be
Saliva?
Saliva. It might be Saliva. They're all you watch any fucking those early 2000s Fast and Furious movies.
Mm-hmm.
They got songs on them.
What? Good lord, he got Lil Kim sings
Yeah.
Trish Stratus,
36.
Motorhead, fucking 3-6 sings Mark Henry, fucking John Cena was laying down the track himself, fucking Motorhead. I mean, you get the point. You get the point. I mean, he was getting legit artists, and here Mikey Ruckus is fucking singing himself. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Not for me, dog.
No,
Get him out.
no.
Get out.
Seriously. Good lord. Fucking whoever did that needs to be banned off fucking Twitter forever. Jim Johnston played a bigger part than anybody can ever imagine in all of our childhoods, bro. Fucking Broken
Exactly.
Dreams, Written in My Face, fucking... You mentioned Mark Henry. I mean, dude, those are all bangers, bro. Burning My Light. I mean, get the fuck out of here. This fucking guy...
Chemical dog.
Slow... Dude, the list goes on. Fucking... I know
Whatever.
you don't like it, but, John Morrison, Ain't No Make Believe, fucking No More Words. I mean, dude, the list...
My Lady Peace.
What's up?
Whatever by My Lady Peace.
Banger.
That's
Fucking
just
banger.
That's just one of the best themes of all time.
That shit was fire, man.
That shit heat, bro.
Dude, I mean, just bangers, bro. The dude just created bangers. That dude cannot fucking lace Mikey, or that dude cannot lace Jim Johnson's boots at
Dude can
all.
even like CFO's boots.
No,
And those
he
were
can't.
fucking pretty big, pretty fucking generic boots overall.
On God, the thing is with CFO though, CFO mastered like
the no words theme
the
songs
the
where there's no words.
where it's still very identifiable.
Shayna's Undisputed Steve, in a way, he technically had words, but they were just fucking ad libs.
Right.
Um,
Johnny Gargano,
Jano,
Tommaso
Ashu, Steve,
Ciampa,
Tampa,
fucking
they, who else?
dude, Mikey Ruckus is on the same level with Def Rebel for me.
He is, I think he's worse.
Def Rebel's got like 1 to 3 good songs for me. Mikey Ruckus maybe has like 1 to 3 good songs at that. And that's it.
That's about it, man. He really is, man. It's sad to see.
But the one thing at least I would say about Def Rebel is their good songs are like bangers,
Real
like to me.
sad,
Like Seth, Roman
right?
Reigns' song is fucking fire. Bobby Lash is probably my favorite Def Rebel song. But
That
like
shit,
that shit is just fucking fire. Even Rhea Ripley, her song is sung by Motionless in White.
exactly.
The intro is kind of weird, but as the song goes on, that shit's heat.
Exactly, bro. Just needs better production, man. That's just what AEW needs, man. It's literally the last thing they really need.
Yes, absolutely. So Jamie Hayter defeats Riho here.
Shocker.
Yeah, that was that. We got the Outcasts.
Being outcast.
Just being outcasts out in the ring. Or in a backstage interview after the match. The acclaimed were out there with 2.0. 2.0 told them that they what is it? They told 2.0 told them that they scheduled a match for him on Friday. You know, obviously this is leading up to a feud, but
yeah, to get their answer. They took him out like to dinner or something.
yeah.
And they claimed that they'll give him an answer next week. It wasn't bad. I don't know what they're doing, man.
No, it's something. It's a nice little
2.0 on
something.
TV.
Yeah.
I love those two, man. I really do.
Oh, they're great. They're great. Then MJF gets the key to the city. He gets
awesome.
the key to the city, man. It shows the real life footage of him, I'm assuming at Town Hall. Getting the key to the city, and then it goes into a performance. It goes into a performance by an orchestra or whatever they're called. MJF comes out there, gets the Long Island welcome as only Max could, and then he starts singing Raining Pennies or something like that.
It was something like that. I think you did. I think that's what it was, like Raining Pennies or something.
And
That
bro,
man can sing, bro.
these are the things. Like if a segment like this were to happen in like a fucking Vince McMahon WWE, these are those segments that are like destined for failure, kind of like the Dinner Debonair. Like in Vince, like in a Vince McMahon era, segments like that are truly fucking just destined for failure. But god damn, this fucking guy. I know he used to sing when he was a kid, but god damn, he's got a great voice, man.
He's got that like 50s, 60s voice that shit is fire, dog. That shit's heat. I love it. I love when he sings.
He could sing his ass off, man, and he was singing on stage. He's you know, going up to some of the musicians, and you know, they're playing. He's letting the crowd hear them specifically and stuff. He's putting the mic up to their, you know, he's just playing around. He's having fun with his performance, and he's just singing his ass off, bro. It's amazing, man. It really is. He has a fucking great voice, man.
Cause man, that shit is amazing.
Yes. So he comes out there with the dude that gave him the key to the city. They present him with a bigger key to the city. And he thanks Long Island. You know, he's mad babyface.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
you know,
Whenever he's at home.
whenever he's at home, kind of like the Bret in Canada. I always love that dynamic. Punk in Chicago, you know,
Oh, yeah.
they're babyface when they come home, but anywhere else they're a heel. I like that a lot. So MJF, MJF starts talking about his teacher, that he had ADD, and every single day she would pick on him, and she would tell him to read the question off the board, and he always told her that he could never answer it because he didn't know the answer. And one day she told him, "Where does your mind wander off to every single day?" And he said, "Professional wrestling." He told her he wanted to be a world champion, and she told him the chances of that happening are slim to none. There's always one thing I fucking hated so much about the school systems, bro, is these teachers are supposed to be there. He's not saying this anymore. This is me. But these these teachers are supposed to be there to shape the next era of our country, yet they are the biggest bullies you will ever come across in your entire life.
Oh, dude, they hate themselves and everyone around them, bro. They're so negative all the time.
It
And
is
like, yeah, they're underpaid. They gotta deal with fucking annoying people, but like, these are the next people, bro. Treat them right. At least verbally.
exactly like, dude, you're underpaid. You take that shit up with your employer. I'm sure you deal with fucking shitty kids all day, but not all kids are like that. And that's just how it is.
Exactly.
That's just how it is.
Exactly.
And being a teacher can go a really long way, because I had two specific teachers in my entire lifetime that just absolutely changed my life. Made me a
Exactly.
better person, man. And just they teach you so much beyond school. They teach you about life. And then there's some teachers that fucking blow. Like, why would you ever tell a child
Man,
that, honestly,
what's the point of saying that, bro? What do you gain from that? I'm not gonna
seriously?
start paying attention because you said that. I never got that shit.
Makes no sense. But regardless, the teacher told him the chances of that happening are slim to none. And I think he said something like, "Let's be honest, she was a bitch," or something like that. He said something like
Yeah.
that. So he called her a bitch, and he told her, "Who got the last laugh? Good for you, bro."
Hell
He
yeah, bro.
so he said, "I want to say this, and when I say this, I'm only talking to the kids in Long Island because I don't talk to poors.
Damn.
You guys can be whatever you want to be, except for me." So, fucking MJF.
I love it, bro. He does that shit so well.
So, oh, he's fantastic, man. He's fantastic. So he grabs his title. And he starts walking away. And as he's about to start his encore, there's somebody who's got the two little tin things, and MJF's standing right behind him, but he just fucking clunks them together right behind him, and MJF starts yelling at him. He says, "What?" He said something like, "What are you doing, you jackass? We've been going over this performance for months." And he says, "Okay." And he turns around like he didn't just fucking yell at this dude on national television. He turns around and he just goes to fucking starts singing. And it's Jungle Boy, man. Jungle Boy starts attacking him. Dude, they were doing the thing where they were like rolling on top of each other, and then they were rolling back on top of each other, and then they were rolling back on top of each other. Dude, anytime fucking Jungle Boy would get on top of MJF, they would just start raining boos. But when MJF would roll on top of him, it was just an eruption of cheers. I love the AEW fucking crowds.
I love that shit. That shit's so great, man. Those crowds are perfect, bro. I love that segment, man. I love what they did there. I liked how they played it up, how, Jungle Boy was in the choir or orchestra, whichever that might be.
Yeah,
I really liked that, man. I thought that was really good. I thought they played it up really well.
definitely, man. The officials separated them. Jungle Boy was on one side, MJF was on the other. They left the title belt sitting in the middle of the ramp. Sammy Guevara came out, grabbed the belt. MJF got pissed, and he shoved it back in MJF's face, as Guevara here had a match with Commander. He had a
Yeah,
match with
man.
Commander. This was very good. It is very, very nice to see Sammy going back to his workhorse roots.
Dude, I've been ever since this I was gonna say fucking Four Horsemen thing. Good lord, I'm joking about that shit too much. The Four Pillars thing started, man. I really like what they've been doing. I really like what Guevara's been doing, man. He's feeling like old Guevara again, man. And I
Yes.
hope they keep it up, man. I really do. And that episode of All Access is really helping that man's case.
Dude, I genuinely I like
Like
when
the
dude, I'm starting to like the man. When he was on when he when he was on there talking about how he feels like sometimes he doesn't deserve it, I genuinely my eyes started watering for the dude. I was like, damn,
yeah,
like that's so fucking sad. Like,
that sucks, man.
but I'm starting to like him, man. I'm starting to like
Yeah,
the guy again. I gotta say,
I actually am, man. He's getting that old vibe again, man, and that's good to see, man. That's good to see.
definitely he's like I said, man. He's going back to his workhorse roots, even as a heel. Even
I like
as a heel, man, he's going back to his workhorse roots, and he's been doing really good. He picked up the victory against Commander as he continues to stack wins. All three of the four pillars start stacking wins. So you know where this is going. But I like what they're doing here. I like what they're doing. A string of victories to make all guys credible, man. It's very good. It's very good.
definitely. I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot.
He cut a promo after talking about why he deserves a shot at MJF, and he kind of heels up towards the crowd. But I will say this, dude, you separate him with Ty Conti, Sammy Guevara is a just lovable workhorse babyface, man. You know,
Exactly, man. That's what he is at his core, man. He's got to embrace that. That's what got him over.
absolutely, man, absolutely. And I know he's trying to play heel now, because he's technically, still a little kind of on screen with Ty, but man, I think you separate those two. Even Ty as a babyface was pretty solid. And is Sammy still in the JAS?
Dude, I wish I had an answer for you, man. I don't know that, but I wouldn't mind that pairing as much. Definitely not as that. They shouldn't do it overall, but if they do, as baby faces, man, I think those two can survive, and I think Guevara himself can thrive.
Definitely, definitely, dude, for sure. Next, we have an FTW title match.
I mean, it's great seeing Hook on TV. We need to see the guy more,
Yes,
definitely. But like,
absolutely.
what is that fucking firm shit? Where it's fucking Matt Hardy and betray like why? Why is this happening?
Dude, Matt Hardy turns on Ethan Page,
Oh,
and him and Isaiah Cassidy walk off as they help Hook win the FTW title. Didn't they say from day one Ethan Page wanted to become the king of the Atlantic? They're, well, now the international king,
yeah.
and he's
Just getting
fighting for the FTW title.
and
Okay.
getting betrayed. Dude, I don't get none of this shit, man. I would cut this whole firm Ethan Page, Matt Hardy, Private Party. Cut all that bullshit, bro. Please. I'm sick of these random factions facing these random factions for no reason.
Hook retains his championship in what was no, nothing too crazy, man. It seemed like it was more kind of just put on TV so Matt Hardy could turn. But
Literally.
next up, we get the announcement that everybody wanted to hear. Tony Khan and Nigel McGuinness are standing there as Tony Tony thanks everybody for watching Dynamite, and he thanks Nigel for being the newest member to AEW, and he talked about how much he loves to have him there. And I can't tell you how much I love having Nigel McGuinness there.
That's
He is one of the voices of my favorite time in professional wrestling, Black and
insane.
Gold. So he is one of the voices of that. I have so much love for Mr. McGuinness. He's fucking amazing. He made that era what it was, and Tony thanked him for being there in AEW. He talked about how much of a pleasure it was to have him. He said 5 years ago, 4 men set out to change the wrestling business. He said Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Cody Rhodes, and Kenny Omega
Yeah.
ran a show called All In, and it changed the wrestling. It changed the wrestling future as we know it. He said those 4 men produced a show called All In. Those 4 men produced a show called All In, and this August we are going to be holding the first ever AEW All In, and for the rest of the announcement, there's only one man that can properly announce it, and it seems to be fucking Mr. Announcement at this point. This guy's fucking there to announce every single announcement they have. Adam Cole.
Literally.
Adam Cole. I mean, I don't mind it, but like, I want to know the reason behind it. Like, why do they always get Adam Cole to do it?
Like, DK really likes that man fucking announcing shit for some reason. Like, why? Somebody gotta ask the real answers, the real questions on those media scrums.
I don't know, man. I genuinely have no idea. So, Adam Cole comes up to Nigel McGuinness, and he said this August, Sunday, August 27th, at Wembley Stadium in the UK, AEW will be holding AEW All In for the first time. And that was that, man. I got the poster here from Friday, man. As you can see, this was the poster that they put out. Obviously, you could see all the AEW people there, and All In London, Wembley Stadium, live is Sunday, August 27th, and it looks, and as you can see at the bottom as well, on sale May 5th, so about a month, on Ticketmaster.co.uk. So that's the news, man. That's the news. AEW All In. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fucking awesome, man. I just am begging you, by the end of the summer, for a streaming service.
Please, dog. Please.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, the time frame's gonna be different for that pay-per-view.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even think about that till now.
Yeah.
What time do those things usually start? Like 1?
12?
We'll
probably get a good idea for Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it's true. What time did the Clash start?
That's a good ass fucking question. I want to say 11 o'clock. I want to say the pre-show started at 10, or the pre-show started at 11. Damn, I can't really remember.
I think it was in the afternoon. It was sometime in the fucking afternoon.
Yeah, damn, something like that.
Oh, dude, if we have to run to Walmart to get an AEW pay-per-view to work at fucking 11 in the goddamn morning, oh, dude, oh my god.
So, also, we talked about this on Friday as well, but, All In is in London. It's in Wembley Stadium. Apparently, they're still having All Out in Chicago. So,
A week later.
1 week later.
I actually like the idea of All In not really being a vocational show, but a milestone show. It was the first thing they've done.
Every time you go there, you do a debuting venue.
Exactly. It was 4 guys, creating the pay-per-view. No one said they could do it. And now AEW, no one's saying that they could, successfully hold that event in a stadium that's large. I like it as the you can't show. I like what TK did with that with All In. I actually really like that he made that show All In.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is the show that that is the show that was made off of a bet. So,
Yeah, it was, man. It was.
yeah, man. So that was that, and I'm very excited for it. I'm just hope All Out doesn't get scraps, and I'm really interested to see how they're gonna do it. But I genuinely feel like we're getting scraps.
I feel like it, man. Like easily, if done right, it could easily be a night one, night two a Mania thing, but a week later. They could easily do that. But with TK's track record, we're gonna get scrapped. Because I mean, logistically, you kind of have to anyway.
Mhm.
That is a 90,000 seat arena. Do I think they can sell it out? Yes. Will they? It's a 50-50. I think it can go either way, man. Either way, you're looking to sell around 60 to 75, maybe 80,000 seats, man. And you gotta fill those seats.
Mhm.
You gotta put some shit on that fucking card that you can't put on All Out. And that's just gonna be how it is, man. That's why I don't think they should do All Out this year at all. At that point, I would either save it for next year or give us something different next year, man. If you guys know me, I don't shut up about it. I want Double or Nothing, please. But I don't see that happening. But like, come on, man, come on. I don't think you need to do All Out personally, but I love what they're doing with this All In.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or man, I don't know why they didn't put this show in like July or like at least the beginning of August, so you get like a month build to All Out at least.
Man, so because we got Double or Nothing, Forbidden Door, All In, and then All Out. Damn. Fuck, this summer is packed with AEW, man.
Yes.
Which I like, but they could have done. To me, you could have cut all out this year. You really should have.
Or like even with WWE, I like how they're at least giving us like a little
Well,
break. They're giving
yeah,
us a little break after Money in the Bank. I don't think they're on again till SummerSlam. So, you know, they definitely pace their shows out very well this
they
summer.
did. They did definitely, man. I
Yeah,
think
because
AEW could learn.
I know they got a pay per view at the end of May, King of the Ring, and I don't think they're running at all in June, which I love. I believe
But
they're just doing July and then August for SummerSlam, so I like that a lot better. But the BCC, or as Hangman says, the BBC are out there and they're fighting jobbers. They beat the jobbers. They beat the jobbers. No, they mop the floor with them. Danielson gets on the mic. He has a Danielson gets on the mic and he starts talking he about how he loves uh John Moxley. He loves Claudio Castagnoli, and even though he's a little shithead, he loves Wheeler Yuta. He talked about how they are the only professional wrestlers on the planet. Everybody else is amateurs. He said it's not even in this company because after the professional wrestling I've seen this week, we are the only professional wrestlers in the world taking a shot at that fucking horrible Monday Night Raw, which you love to see it. Hangman comes out. They quickly start ambushing him. Danielson Danielson gets back on the mic and he says, "Nobody even loves you the way I love these guys. Nobody is coming out from the back to help you. Nobody's coming to the save." So he grabs a screwdriver and he says, while I was at home, I've been teaching my kids how to fix up the house. And I think this house, AEW, needs a little bit of fixing. He grabs the screwdriver and starts gouging it into Hangman's eye.
dog, man, and I love heel Danielson.
He's
This is
fucking
what I
amazing.
wanted. I fucking love heel Brian Danielson. This dude is on a different level when he's the bad guy, man. I love it. I love this man as a fucking bad guy, and that was awesome. I really like what they did there, man.
He is one of the all-time great baby faces, but god damn,
He's
something just
bad
clicks when
heel.
he's a heel.
I like him as he. I really liked, coming in to AEW, Brian Danielson babyface. That's like peak babyface. Um, Brian Danielson for me. But any heel version of that man just stomps. That shit is heat.
Yes. Yes, I mean, the original Yes Movement stuff was goated, man, but then, I mean, you look at earlier in his AEW run after the match with Kenny when he kind of turned heel, and then you obviously the Planet's champ is fucking goated. Um
That man always delivers when he's heel, man. I
yes.
love it.
Yes, he is fantastic. He is fan-fucking-tastic as a heel, man. So, that was that, man. They attack Adam Page, and nobody comes out to save him.
And I didn't watch it, but I saw on BT that the Bucks were at home
They were
rehabilitating,
pissed.
reacting to that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Also, on BTE, while they were doing something, on the road, you could see Ibushi in the background, just minding his own business, just hanging out with them. So that's a
Mm,
definite tease for him. I think he's definitely coming in soon.
definitely. Definitely, man. So, main event time, man. FTR comes out. They had a really cool entrance where it was the simplest thing ever, but all they did, you just seen their, multicolored lights, and then you just see the smoke in front of them, and they just walk through the smoke, man. It was pretty
That's
fucking cool.
sick. Hell yeah.
And man, I thought that was a cool entrance, but then,
Damn.
bro,
These two.
the bro,
I'm so
Austin
mad.
and Colton Gunn absolutely shocked me when the lights go out and I'm hearing an intro to a song that I listen to, and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, this sounds really. Wait a minute, is this fucking Many Men? And bro,
These two fucking guys.
dude, and then I just hear Many Men, and I was like, bruh, there's no way these motherfuckers got 50 Cent Many Men as their entrance music. I could see this being a
Dude,
one off because that's got to be mad expensive.
I could see that easy. That's just gotta be expensive, dog.
But dude, if they're going to use that song for big matches, I am completely
That's
fucking down
dope.
with it.
That's dope. I like the idea. I'm down with that idea of people using special theme songs for big matches. I like that aspect. Because, some of it, like, like you said, that song's gotta be fucking expensive. And that shit was fire, dog. The
And
camera work they were
dude,
doing. They panned around him completely. I mean, and those two fuckers were fucking singing a song. That shit was heat. I can't believe I'm saying this. The Guns entrance was fucking fire, dog. That shit got me hyped. Look
dude,
what a good song can do for somebody.
this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm fucking saying. Dude, the lights come on as Many Men is playing. They and they're standing like Austin's
Like,
looking this way, Colton's looking this way. They're kind of like shoulder to shoulder, but they're a little tilted. They pan completely around them. Austin singing the song. It just looked so fucking sick. Um, After they completely pan around him, they hold the titles up and all the lights come back on. I mean, it looked fucking incredible, man. It looked fucking incredible. Um,
bro.
and what was a banger? of an entrance, and what was a pretty good match as well. They put on a pretty good match. I did enjoy the match for what it was. I definitely think, you know, the aspect of FTR possibly, you know,
Need that.
leaving the
Mm,
company added a lot more stakes to it, as FTR beat the Guns via roll up.
yeah, I think that was awesome, man.
I think
Um,
the only reason they did that was so they could do a rematch at Double or Nothing, if I'm
I think
guessing.
I think they're definitely doing a rematch. I think they are, man. And they had a huge celebration afterwards, man, and it was awesome. Even
Definitely.
off camera, fucking Dax was celebrating with a Vince Fears TK sign and showed it to TK, and TK just kind of awkwardly looked away. Fucking but good on them, man. Good on them. I saw Dax gave one of his reasons recently on why he did resign, or why they did resign with AEW, man. And it's awesome to see, man. It's awesome to see. He talked about how under Vince and under WWE they were just a number. You're just a tag team on the roster. But he said that Tony makes you feel like an actual person, and that he actually cares about you and you as a person, and he wants to work for someone like that rather than a company like that. And that's some real ass shit, man.
Hmm.
That's some real ass shit. They worked the hell out of me. I thought they were gone a couple months ago, man.
Me
I thought
too.
they were gone. They worked the hell out of me, man. But
They
I'm
did.
happy for those two. They're tag champs again, which is awesome, man. And don't fail this, man. Don't fail these two. Please do
Yes.
not. Let these
The
people go. Mhm.
the second title run needs to absolutely eclipse the first, because the first was not special at all.
It was not, man. You need to do some great shit with this. I need to see the feuds and the match, not just the matches, because that's gonna happen automatically. The feuds, man. I want to see them.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. Yes. The um yeah, it definitely needs to be way better than the first one, and yes, same here, bro. Dax worked the living shit out of me, man. I genuinely a couple months ago thought these guys were gone. I
I
thought
thought
these
they
guys
were
were gone.
guaranteed one.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. I really did. I thought they were gone, but they won here, and like I said, I definitely think we'll be it in the rematch. I think that's why they won via roll up, and Dax is absolutely right, especially if Vince does come back, man. I mean, you're literally just a fucking
Just
tag team
remember,
on the roster, and we all know how much Vince McMahon hates tag team wrestling. You
hey,
maybe had a chance under Triple H, you know, maybe you got obviously you got a hell of a lot more a chance under Triple H than you do under Vince, but I
but
mean,
man, history with that guy and his friends,
yep,
I don't
even
think it was gonna work out well in that company.
I don't think so either. I don't think so
I,
either.
I really don't think it was, man. I think they made the right choice overall, man. And I want to see some legit feuds given to those guys, man. I want to see 2.0. And like that, I want to see tag teams. I don't want to see no random people and random fucking nobody factions facing these two. I want to see legit tag teams. I want to see 2.0. I want that last third match, probably not last, but that big third match with the Bucks eventually.
Hmm.
Um,
All in.
Lovers, I could see that at all in. I could easily see that at all in. Maybe Golden Lovers, maybe
Ooh,
um, shit like that, man. You have so many tag teams on your roster that you could have feuds with and make great stories with. And I hope they do that. I hope they go through with that.
absolutely, absolutely, man. Yes, I definitely think they made the right choice. You know, um, like I said, you may have had a little chance under Triple H, but that at the end of the day, Shawn Michaels is there. Shawn Michaels did some messed up stuff to Dax.
Mm-hmm.
Road Dogg is there. If
Oh
you
god,
ask me, I feel I feel Road Dogg had a really big part towards the end of their contracts. He, you know, pretty much kind of through social media kind of picked a fight with Dax Harwood, and I don't really think that was the smartest business move um,
no,
from
not it.
somebody who's live event director at the company. So
Exactly, man. Exactly. Especially one of their whole things was, the schedule on the live events, and the director of their live events being a prick to you. That don't sound great to me, man.
No, no, not at all. So, moving on here. Friday Night SmackDown, man. Nothing too crazy, dude. I mean, it was a really good episode of SmackDown. Don't get me wrong. We got a triple threat between Imperium and the Brawling Brutes. That was a banger to open the show. But the big thing that happened is Triple H came out there and he pretty much declared for the WWE draft. And he said every superstar is eligible for the draft, man. And a lot of people are thinking the big thing on everybody's mind is what happens to these titles, what happens to these unified titles, man. What do you think's gonna happen, dude?
It's tough, man. Because at one point, or in one aspect, I could see them doing absolutely nothing with the world title situation
Mm-hmm.
and just putting that fucking guy Roman on a show. I could easily see that. But if they want to please the networks, which will probably be USA, because I'm guessing that he's gonna stay on Fox on SmackDown. If I'm a betting man, I can see that. Whether it's USA or Fox, they're gonna need a world title, and this isn't the way they should go, but this is the way that I could see this company going because it's just how they work. They're gonna, unify Roman's current two titles into one that Roman will hold, and they will just create a new one for the guys that couldn't beat Roman to go in. And just, here, you couldn't beat Roman, so you take this, man. Take this for the network, because the network wants you to have this. I could easily see that being solution. Or the other one, like I said, they don't do anything. They keep that same world title situation, man. And I could just see him losing just the world title at, you know, SummerSlam. One of the two. Or one of the three, technically, man. So I don't really see nothing great happening with the world title situation, to be honest. But overall, the draft is looking fun. Um, I hope it is Triple H overseeing it and doing it. I hope so, man. I think he will, and I hope he does, man, because I want to see some people from NXT. I want to see these just new rosters, man. New rosters, new people on new shows. I want to see this shit refreshed, man.
New
But what about
stages, new
new
sets.
stage? I want a whole new reset. We were supposed to get the post Mania reset. We did got the quite opposite, actually. So let's get the draft reset, man. Please.
It's like we got the post Mania flashback.
I
Um.
sort of.
Oh wow,
Hmm.
that's a huge, huge jump. But I could. That's one of the things that's really scaring me about this is I could really see them doing that. Like I could really see them saying, "Okay, we're gonna merge the WWE and Universal titles, and Roman's gonna hold those, and then we're gonna make, um, and then we're gonna make, uh." A new world heavyweight championship for Monday Night Raw because
Hmm.
Roman's staying on SmackDown, but
I,
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really scaring me. But regardless, man. Again, man, I am very excited. I am very very excited of. I'm very excited for a WWE draft. It is sorely needed within this company. And yeah, like I said, man, they need it very bad, very very
that,
bad.
I think so, man. I think so, and it sounds exciting, man. I
And
hope, like, I hope it's Triple H.
yeah, and the word on the street is that there's going to be a lot of NXT call-ups in the draft.
I hope so, man. I want to see the fucking who's not a champion. Not really Braun Breaker, to be honest. I don't care for the guy
Uh-huh.
overall, but I want to see like Cameron Grimes,
Yes.
that level of guy. I want to see
Yep.
D'Angelo. I want fuck. I want to see those guys, man. I
Yeah.
do.
Definitely. Definitely, man. So, well, speaking of Braun Breaker, actually, he turned heel this past Tuesday, and it actually makes me like him a little bit more. He looks like he just fits in that role.
That's good. That's good, because that man is baby faceless. Not it, bro. It should
Yeah.
be not it.
Yeah, but as a heel, bro, he looked pretty fucking badass. I can't lie. And
That's
and
good.
and, and I'm with you on that. I'm not really, huge. I'm not really huge on Breaker. I I mean, I'm not saying he can't get to that level, but I'm saying he'll be in the mid card for about another year.
I think so. I think Tony D's more ready, Logan, than Breaker. I think most of the people are more ready than Breaker down there, to be honest.
Yeah, I would like to see Tony D. I don't know if I could see him. I
I
feel
feel
like
like they would do it, though.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna want to at least put some kind of title on him, but you need to get him another faction member.
You do. It can't just be him and the one guy. What mob leader just got one side guy? Like, what?
Exactly.
He's got to have the two bodyguards. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
definitely, definitely. But I could see Pretty Deadly. I could see Pretty Deadly coming up. I could see Cameron Grimes needs to fucking come up. I mean, it, it's it's well past due. Um,
This thing,
yeah,
bro, doing enough NXT even worth it? Like, to me, you're ready to go up when you're good. I don't care what titles you won down there at this point. It really doesn't matter at this point what you won down there. It's just if
especially
you're not.
especially because we're in the age of Shawn Michaels refusing to
No,
change titles. The Creed brothers are another team I would love to see come up as well. Um, I would love to see Roxanne Perez as another one I would like to see come up. They got a bunch, man. They got a bunch. They got a bunch. They got a bunch. They can come that they can have come up. But yeah, man. I mean NXT, man, is nowadays I really don't like, back in the day it's like, oh, I want to see this guy at least get a run with the NXT title before they call him up. Nowadays it's like,
I
you
don't.
know,
Who cares? The title means nothing to me at this point in its current state. Um, the show's not a. It's not the third show anymore. It's
mm-mm.
not. It's not the third show you are when you're where you want to see someone on top. At this point, I just want to see everyone good out of there and
Yeah.
into something that matters.
Yep. Definitely. Definitely, man. Not to mention, dude, I think there's also guys like Ilya
Oh,
that
dude,
need to
he
come
is
up. Tyler
so
Bate
above.
needs to
They're
come up.
those two are so above that fucking roster. Not the roster, but show itself.
Nathan Frazier's another guy I really like.
Mhm.
I like him a lot. I also like the other dude. The fuck is his name? Jordan Devlin, JD McDonough. He is fantastic. And I honestly fuck with his new gimmick. I like how it kind of plays into his in-ring style. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool to see. But
That's good. That's good.
yes, they need out
They
immediately.
should have never went back down there
No.
in the first place, but they should be up by now. They really should.
Yes. Absolutely, man. So, other than that little world championship scare, man, overall, I mean, I'm very excited for the WWE draft. I'm interested to see who goes where, man, and I'm excited for a nice little roster shakeup. So, Raw opens up with Rey Mysterio talking, and he was telling Dominic that he didn't want it to turn out this way. Dominic then came out and said, I never wanted to fight you, but what kind of dad hits their son? And he was just telling Ray, here you go, trying to make it all about what you want, and Ray told him, he talked to Bad Bunny, and Bad Bunny said that he's going to be ready for Backlash, and I feel like we're gonna get Ray and Dom versus Bunny and Priest at Bad Bunny or at what the fuck at Backlash. So
I, I can see that, man. I can see that. It sounds alright, man. Might as well.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
he calls
Mm.
Dominic a lost cause, and he calls him out for a rematch tonight after he told him the Judgment Day was losing him or was using him. He says the Judgment Day was using him, and he calls he um he calls Dominic out for a rematch. Dominic says, "You can't fight me, but you can fight a different member of the Judgment Day." Out came Finn Balor. Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio wrestled in the opening match to Monday Night Raw, and Finn ended up winning via help from Dominic Mysterio, man. Golly, this man Finn Balor's going hard, bro.
Hell yeah. I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how the hell he fucked up calf, fucked up head. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. That man's
Yeah,
a champ. He
he
really
is.
is.
He is, and it's all gonna be for Vince to come back, and he'll be right back in his Jeff Hardy role where he's just fucking putting over everybody.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. God damn. That's horrible to hear.
It is. He really had that. He really thought bro was Jeff Hardy.
He
Um,
really did.
Damage Control is standing outside of and when I say Damage Control, I mean Dakota and Io are standing outside of Adam Pearce's office, and they're saying, "Where is she? She's been in there forever." Out comes Bailey, and she says, "I just talked to Pierce. I'm trying to get you guys a shot at the tag team championships, but he gave me a shot in a triple threat match for one of the for a shot at Bianca Belair tonight." Io says something in Japanese. Dakota says, "I think what Io was trying to say is, what about us?" So Bailey goes, "All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back." She goes back in Adam Pearce's office. We end up finding a little bit later in the night, Bailey gave Io Shirai her spot in the triple threat match for Bianca Belair. So
Dope, man. That's some real shit.
she also said, right as she went outside, "I'm trying to get you guys a tag team title shot, and I'm trying to make sure that we all stick together in the draft."
I think they're definitely going to split that group up.
They're breaking up, and I think it's
Oh,
for the better.
I think so, man. I think so. I think this is the route to go with this group at this point.
Yeah, for sure. So that happened. Then Lita is attacked backstage as Liv and Raquel are yelling, and it is some of the worst acting you can ever see in your entire life. They're like, "Adam, Adam." It was just so fucking bad. It just sounded so unnatural. So Lita's sitting there, and she's just looking fucking stoned out of her mind, like she just got her fucking head bashed in. And then Becky comes up and Trish Stratus come up, and a couple segments. Then I think we went to commercial. When we came back, Becky was in Gorilla, and she said, "I'm gonna defend these titles no matter what, in Lita's honor. I'm gonna defend the titles in Lita's honor, but I actually think I have a good replacement." Trish Stratus walks up just with this mad look on her face. You could clearly fucking tell they did not hide this at all. They did a
They get
horrible, horrible acting job with this dude. I mean, seriously. Liv and Raquel win the tag team titles. They win the tag team titles from, I believe, Liv pinned Trish. They win the tag team titles, and after the match, Becky and Trish are hugging. Becky goes to walk away, and Trish just like fucking taps her with her forearm, and Becky just falls down, and that was literally all Trish did. Or sorry, she hit her with I think it's called the chick kick.
Yeah.
And she hit her with the Becky got up after that fucking ferocious forearm.
Oh,
She hit her with the
brutal.
chick kick, and then she just walked away. That was it. And then after
Good.
that, Byron tried to get a word with her, and she just walked right past him.
How am I gonna say, man? How
Dude,
brutal of a heel turn, man. Champa who?
dude, oh my god, was that fucking match and heel turn just some of the sloppiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. That was so fucking
Dude,
bad. It was so bad.
like, why is any of this happening, bro? Why is Trish on TV? Why is Lita on TV? Why is any of this shit going on? You know, like, I don't get it, man. I really don't. It just feels like a waste of time to me.
It is, man. I mean, we're gonna get Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus out of all this, but it's like, dude, if any of that is as sloppy as what we seen tonight, I don't want to fucking see it. Um,
Oh, dude, what? I don't get it, man. I really don't.
yeah, I mean, just yeah, no, not it for me at all.
No,
It was a horrible watch. It
it was
was
definitely.
yes, it was a horrible watch. It was genuinely atrocious. It was genuinely atrocious, man. And like I said, man, um, just horrible acting, horrible. It was just fucking bad, man. It was just really fucking bad. But next we get Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. Cooking.
They brought back Bobby's cool entrance, so that was that. I don't know why they would get rid of it, but I, I don't know. I don't even know if they did get rid of it, to be honest. So I just don't remember the last time I seen it.
No, I don't. It's not that they got rid of it. They just. I don't even think they didn't even think to do it recently. I mean, what have they even done with Lashley as a whole recently? You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I just miss seeing that entrance, man. That shit is heat.
dude, that shit is fucking fire. So him and Bronson Reed put on a really, really fun match, and this one went when Bobby Lashley. I love watching Bobby Lashley. Like watching him get fucking hyped up after he like fucking lifts up Bronson Reed is just fucking sick. So he hits
Hell yeah.
him. He hits him with his little like stomach grabbing choke slam thing.
Mhm.
He hits him with that. He starts getting fucking fired up. This was towards the end of the match. He gets him in the hurt lock, which afterwards they played to the fact that Bobby couldn't lock the hurt lock because Bronson's a big guy. So um Bronson, as soon as Bobby locks it in, Bronson like fucking falls out of the ring with Bobby on his back. Bobby goes to the outside. These two just start punching each other, and this ends by way of count out. I was so scared because if Bronson Reed were to just lose this match to Bobby Lashley, that is the most Vince McMahon thing ever.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. I like the way they did that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, um, this, you know, normally the old fuck finish is a little annoying, but in this case scenario, dude, they kind of booked themselves into a corner by booking this match in general.
Yeah.
So I fuck with the count out because none of the guys had to take the pin, and I hope this
No,
was just something to get us by, and I hope we don't revisit this because neither of these guys can really afford to lose, to be honest.
no, not at the moment, man. Not at the moment. Definitely, I think they ended up making the right choice there with the ending of that match.
Definitely, definitely, man. So, otherwise, man, it was really fun. It was really good. I love seeing Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is one of my guys, and Bronson Reed is another one of my guys. So I like seeing these two just go at it, man. And they put on a really, really enjoyable match here, man. So I was messing with this one a lot. It was fun for what it was. The count out was a little fast, but like I said, I did not mind the count out victory at all because this match in general was doing a little bit of booking into corners. So, none of these guys can really lose. So I didn't mind it at all.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
So, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came out there, man. Cody Rhodes came out there and he started talking about his WrestleMania failure. He said, I want you guys to blame nobody but me. Being good old Cody, what do you know? He doesn't want to blame anybody but himself. And he was a little upset with Paul Heyman's wording of if he wants to get another championship match, he's going to have to earn it. He asked as if it wasn't from legacy to dashing to undashing to Stardust to EVP to he ran down the whole list. He ran down the whole list. He says as if that is not deserving enough. He says, but if you want me to earn it, I am going to show you I can earn it. He then talked about Brock Lesnar. He said Brock Lesnar from day one looked himself into the mirror and he seen a beast. He seen a predator.
Yeah, God.
He said, but he is going to make Brock Lesnar for the very first time in his life look into the mirror and see prey. He called out the beast, and it looks like we will be getting Brock's answer next week. Cody did mention the reason he heard on SmackDown was that Brock was upset because his match was on first, and he said he understands. He said he did say he understood it, but then, like I said, he went on to say that Lesnar, he is going to be the first man to make Brock Lesnar wake up and look into the mirror and see prey. And that was that, man. So, great promo from Cody Rhodes, man. Always a great promo from Cody Rhodes. And yeah, man, that was that.
Definitely, man. I liked it a lot. Cody being Cody, mentioning all the stuff, classic Cody stuff. I like it, man. I like what they did there, man, and it makes that match better. It does, man. It does.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. So, next up, we get Alpha Academy versus the Usos. Bruh. I did not expect this to be the banger that it was. Because boy, oh boy. This just was a casual banger on Monday Night Raw. They gave him a good 15. I don't want to say they gave him 20 minutes, but they gave him like a nice 15, 16 minutes. And it was just a really fucking good match, man. It was a really good match. The Usos ended up winning with 1D, and that was it, man. That was it.
Hell yeah, man. It's great. Love to see great tag team wrestling on a WWE show, man.
Definitely.
Don't get that.
That's another thing with the draft. I feel like they're going to give I feel like in some way they're going to try to separate the titles, but I would really like for them to unify the titles and then just kind of see all tag teams across all shows.
I think so. I think that might be the route they should go at this point.
Definitely. I would really like to see something like that. But man, it was overall, man, like I said, it was really a fucking banger. Next up we get the triple threat match to face Bianca. We get Mia Yim versus Piper Niven versus Io Sky. This one was pretty good. This one was pretty good, man. No
Yeah.
complaints out of me at all from this one. It was pretty good, man. This gave you a little glimpse into the future of what Io Shirai can be to this division on her own. And I think it's the way to go. I think it's the way to go. Io Shirai won with the moonsault onto both of them. They called it something different, though. I think they called it like the moonfall or something like that. We lost Sir K periodically, but yes, they called it something different. I think they called it like the moonfall or something like that. Yeah, honestly, yeah, Mia Yim, I don't know why they just didn't keep Mia Yim. Yeah, I don't know, man. I see that Meechin, that's the thing with this Raw Women's Division, I feel like, it's like, they have all these good people on the division, but it's like you fucking never see half of them.
Literally, at this point.
But anyway, yes. So Io hit the moonsault, and like I said, I think they were calling it the moonfall. I think,
Interesting.
which is pretty
It's
cool.
Definitely, man. It's a name change that doesn't sound horrible, like the usual.
Yeah, Bailey looked happy, but Bailey just had this really bittersweet look on her face during it, and Dakota went in the ring to celebrate with Io, and Bailey just kind of stood outside with like this look on her face where she was like smiling and she was happy, but she also looked it was really just a bittersweet look. She just had this really bittersweet look on her face. So that was that, and Io is going to be challenging Bianca, man, so I'm very excited to see that. Not really, because I feel like Bianca's going to win, and that's just going to be the end of it, and it's going to blow, but the match should be good.
Definitely, man. Definitely. It's an interesting match, to say the least, man. I'm glad women like Io are getting that shot, man. Thank God.
Yes, and it's not just cookie cutter Bailey versus Becky versus Asuka, you know.
Exactly. Same fucking 5 people
Yep.
that
Yep.
use.
And then in the main event, we got Solo Sikoa versus Liv Morgan. What the fuck?
Shit.
So, why? I was like,
Right? Fucking what?
Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens. Following the attack on Friday, man, Kevin Owens was playing to his knee injuries, and Solo was getting help from the Usos throughout the whole entire match. He ends up hitting Owens with a Samoan spike, and he beat Kevin Owens. And after the match, they start beating him down, and all of a sudden, we see Matt Riddle, who I love. It looks like Triple H canceled the match with The Miz. I don't know if it's because The Miz couldn't be there. Nobody wants to fucking see that, and I hope he cancels it. There's absolutely no reason he should have came back against The Miz. Solo Sikoa took him out before he left. It makes sense that he would want to come back and get some vengeance on the Bloodline, not go after the fucking Miz.
Exactly. That was the most dumbest Vince thing in the world.
It really was. So Riddle and Zayn come running to the ring, and they fend off the Bloodline to help Kevin Owens. Out, so the beatdown didn't continue, man, and that was Monday Night Raw. Like I said, it was a very good edition of Monday Night Raw, man. It was way better than last week. There was also, I forgot to mention them, 2 Vince McMahon-isms in here. Becky Lynch saying Lita has been taken to a local medical facility.
God.
There
He's
was
not.
there, yeah, fucking no thanks. And then there was another one. I don't know. I feel like it was just a Cody slip up though, because it's still advertised as Backlash, and the
Yeah,
commentators were saying Backlash all night. But Cody did say he challenges Brock at WrestleMania Backlash.
the WrestleMania backlash.
WrestleMania
Hey,
Backlash.
you know Cody, man. He always plays it up, man. So he's probably just, hopefully, it was just Cody being Cody, man.
Yeah. Definitely, man. And that was the week. That was the week of wrestling, man. That was the week of wrestling. We got a Dynamite after Mania that was leagues better than the Raw after Mania. And then we got the Raw after Mania. That was pretty good, man. That was pretty good. Also the announcement of a draft. So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, that, dude. That was that. And yeah, that's all I got.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. It's a great week, man. Great week.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Sales Podcast, man. Another great edition of Notorious Unscripted. This has been episode 138 of Notorious Unscripted. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, man. Thank you guys to everybody in the chat, man. Logan, Pops, Durante, everybody, everybody who's here in the chat, and everybody who's watching on the replay, and also everybody who will be watching on all platforms, man. So with that, man, it has been a pleasure, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Sales Podcast, man. Another great edition of Notorious Unscripted. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on Friday with the news.
Peace.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for the strap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck with the
I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching. Button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is the can of ass whipping. Hey, I be kicking. You son, you doing all the yapping. Acting as if it can't happen. You